Hi guys, so welcome to today's video. So in today's video I'm going to be baking a fruit cake for my family, and these are the ingredients that I'll be using. So I have my baking powder here, I have plain flour here, I have my brown sugar here. What's the quantity? 500 grams, exactly what I need. I have my baking butter right here. Sorry, I have my vanilla. I have my browning as well. I have this ground allspice and ground cinnamon. I have my cherries. I have this mixes as well. I have my eggs. And I also have my raisins that has been soaking for some months now. So these are my raisins. Okay, so let's get started. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. So I'm going to be starting with both of them. My sugar. I don't think I want to use all of this sugar, so I'm just going to blend this. And then I have my butter. I'm going to just scoop it all in. All of the 500 grams. So I'm using roughly about 450. And I'm just going to Now while that is mixing, I'm just going to break up my eggs so that I can add them to the butter and sugar mix. Now I'm using brown sugar here because one, it's easily accessible, and then two, that is what most people recommend for fruit cakes. So if you have brown sugar, I understand that it works better, it works well. Although whenever I had to bake back at home in Nigeria, I would always use the regular white sugar. So white, brown, anyone is fine, but I understand that the brown sugar gives a better result. So if you have access to it, that's fine, it's all well and good. And fam, may I make mention that in this egg breaking thing, I am not a pro yet too. I am not an expert at all. Just see, this one almost fell from my hand. Just take a look. I know I'm not the only one in this. Can you relate? Are you in my shoes or are you in my team? Please let me know in the comments. Okay, so right now I'm done breaking my eggs and I'm going to be adding them to my batter next. But first of all, I want to scrape down the butter and sugar mix. It's important for me to do this so that everything gets properly mixed and properly incorporated. You know, this whisk or the beater doesn't get to the bottom of your bowl, neither does it get to the sides. So you have to do the work of manually scraping the sides of your bowl and the base, like the bottom of your bowl, so that everything can be properly mixed. Can you see that yellow part? It's the butter that hasn't mixed very well. That's why you need to scrape down so that everything mixes properly and you have a good batter at the end of the day. So now it is time for me to add my eggs to the mixture, and I'm going to be adding it one by one. I am actually supposed to add it in one by one, like they say, add in your eggs one at a time and allow to mix well after each addition. But on this day, I was in a hurry. I had to go to school to pick my kids, so school runs was there waiting for me, and I was baking at the same time. I just wanted to get it done before going to pick them from school anyway. So this is me trying to put my eggs in one at a time, and it was just clumsy. Like my egg was just falling, dripping and everything, and it was testing my patience. I couldn't wait, so I had to find a way around it. See. I realized at this point that I'm not using this baking powder, so I'm just going to keep it aside, and I'm going to add my flavor to it. After adding all my eggs, the next thing I did was to add my flavor, and this is the next step. If you know what I'm doing here, can you let me know in the comments? I'm doing something here. What am I doing? Of course, it's obvious, but why am I doing it? What's the reason? Do you know why we do this when we bake fruit cakes? Please let me know if you do in the comments. If you watched my fruitcake video, you would understand. I explained why in that video, and like I said, I would link that video up so that you can see. So I've added some fruits to it. No, I've added some nuts to it, and I'm just still, repeating the same process, coating it in my flour before using it. And then I had earlier decided that I wasn't going to use my browning because the brown sugar already gave me the brown color. It was light brown, but I just felt that there was no need for the browning. But then I decided again to add my browning to my mixture, and I think I love the way it looks. I love the brown shade and the brown tint it's having at the moment, so not bad at all. So I had to get my splash guard here so that I can cover it so that the flour doesn't mess up everywhere, because the lowest speed of this mixer to me is still high as well. So that's why I have to cover it, and just going to allow it mix. Normally I'm supposed to fold in my flour at this point. Like it's not compulsory per se, but I just like to do it. But on this day, no time. I just needed to get this thing done and over with and go pick my kids from school. So that's why I'm using the mixer on the lowest speed, and I'm just going to continue the rest of the baking process. And also, I'm going to be showing you how I steam bake. Yes, I'm going to be steam baking this cake. I know that a few persons have asked me to make a video on steam baking, and so this is it. Response to your request. I'm going to be showing you how I do it here in the UK. Back in Nigeria, it was slightly different. I would put my water in a pan and put in the oven, but here I do it differently, and just please keep watching and you would see how I get it done here. Someone has also asked me, is it compulsory or do you always have to steam bake? A few days back, I think, and I responded, it is not compulsory, but you are assured to get a better result if you steam bake your cakes. And I say this based on my baking experience that I've garnered over the years. So I'm going to also share a video that I have made on how to achieve moist cakes every single time you bake. And this is one of the ways, just in case you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it up for you so you can check it out and improve your baking. So I'm just going to bring this out. So I'm just going to fold the rest of the batter in. Now for a sweet transition. And this is what it looks like. I hope you like it and I hope it's beautiful. What do you think about this batter? And what do you think about this cake? I think it's really pretty. I think it's beautiful. And this doesn't have any toppings. So I made with toppings and without toppings. And this is how I steam bake my cake. So basically what I just do is get some water, pour it into the baking tray, put my cakes inside and start my baking. So that's how I do it here in the UK. And I hope that you try this out and let me know the results on your cakes. So that's it. I'm steam baking. Now, if you've been here for a while, you will know what it took me to get to this stage of baking perfect cakes like this here in the UK. Just in case you're new and you don't understand what I'm talking about, I'm going to link the video for you so you would understand. Now the timer has gone off and it is time for me to check if my cakes are ready or know if I'm going to add some extra minutes. By this time, I was already sort of running a little late. I like to leave early, so my cake is good, it's done. My toothpick is clean. So that's that for that. I'm going to check the others and then wrap up this baking for now. So this is the day after and this is what it looks like. I had to seal it in and this is what it looks like. I was about cutting it and I just thought to show you what it looks like. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you're notified when I upload a new video. If you have questions, you can drop it in the comments. Until I see you in my next video, stay happy, stay safe, and stay blessed.